We're rocking some gear today,
look
folks.
Who made an order to the WWE shop. Here's a hint. It wasn't me. This is an early birthday present. Very early birthday. Early Christmas present from Jonathan. Thank you, Jonathan.
You're welcome. Yeah, they do a lot of these sales on Shop WWE. Welcome to Pre-Per-View.
Welcome to Pre-Per-View.
I am John, the Drama Bull.
And I'm Kendra, the bloodline bitch, proper. And now I've got the shirt to prove it.
Right.
We the ones, oos.
We the ones, oos.
Very, very exciting.
Yeah.
So today we're going to go over the card for tomorrow, or Sunday's match. And then we have actually some, breaking release news and some rumors regarding who may or may not return tomorrow.
Sorry, I forgot to turn off.
It's okay. It happens to the best of us.
I think we should actually start off with some of that.
You want to start off with the releases?
The news and the tea.
The news and the tea.
The DDT, if you will.
Okay. So actually, while I was getting ready for this stream, Jonathan comes up to me and he's like, "Did you hear about the new round of releases?" And I was like, "Oh, you mean that big one that just happened not that long ago?"
Unfortunately not.
No,
Unfortunately, there was another round. It was a smaller round of releases, but still, some notable names on there. So apparently, mass releases have been kind of the norm over the last year at WWE. But this latest round includes John Morrison, Johnny Drip Drip himself. I'm actually pretty sad about that one.
Yeah.
So Swerve, Top Dollar, and Ashante the Adonis, or the remaining members of Hit Row. Tegan Knox, Drake Maverick, Shane Thorne, and Jackson Riker. I'll be honest, I don't know the second half of those names. I know Tegan Knox. So yeah, it's just
That's crazy.
Yeah.
The Hit Row stuff, Johnny Drip Drip, that's a whole separate thing. The Hit Row stuff, it's just kind of, it stinks. It reeks, if you know what I mean.
Right.
Why bring all of them over just to immediately fire them all?
Yeah.
I don't know. The whole releases thing last year, understandable because of the unpleasantness. But I assume WWE probably said that these releases were budgetary. But they've also been making way more money because they're touring again, doing shows again, big pay-per-views again, getting good viewership. So I know sometimes that's not the reason that people are actually released, but they're not going to tell you oh, Nia Jax was very rough in the ring, so we had to release her.
Yeah, there's that, and I wonder how much of it has to do with because they have to travel, to various states, and the laws in most of them for these mass gatherings, is you have to be vaccinated.
Right.
So I wonder, I'm just curious how many of these releases have to do with, people, who refuse to be vaccinated. Because, if they can't, I'm sure they have some sort of policy where they have to get, weekly testing or something like that. So that's something, because Nia Jax was someone who was, I'm just using her as an example, was someone on social media who kind of touted some misinformation.
Did she really?
Yeah.
Don't follow your idols, people. They're just going to disappoint you.
And who was very much I don't know about misinformation, but they were some anti-vaccine rhetoric. So I'm
Sella is freaking out. He hates when the fans turned off. He finds it so scary.
Also, Kylo's chasing him.
Yeah, also they're playing.
Anyway, so I'm curious how many of those are related to that.
Yeah.
Could be none of them, but
could be some of them.
Unfortunately, it could be some of them.
But I also know Nia Jax is one of the ones where people were any day now, because of that common issue where she's a little
rough in the ring.
A little bit too rough to some people. And when the fans, I think, spot it is when, because I wouldn't fucking know any better. But even sometimes I'm like, oof, that looked like it hurt really bad.
Or it looks like you fucked up that move that could have hurt something. Yeah.
Right. But yeah, it's just, it sucks. There's always the opportunity because they're kind of independent contractors. They're not being fired. They're just being released. presumably some of them will and can be rehired by WWE in the future. And again, with every release from the WWE, you have at least 2-3 other major wrestling companies who can pick people up. And so it's not hopeless for anyone who gets released from the WWE. It just sucks, especially for us because we don't watch any other wrestling. It's pretty much just all WWE. So, yeah, it kind of stinks, but especially John Morrison, because I loved everything that they were setting up with The Miz and John Morrison, and how The Miz was just making John Morrison cart him around when he could walk perfectly fine. And then The Miz went and fucked off to Dancing with the Stars, and I don't know, I kind of feel like John Morrison didn't have a lot to do after that. We just saw him, twice?
Yeah, and he was
behind the scenes meditating or something. Yeah, I feel bad.
I feel bad for him too, because one, he's impressive as all hell in the ring.
Oh my god, yeah.
And it's like, how can I say this? I feel bad. Like some of the names that like you haven't seen in a while, like I can understand like releasing them because like it's not like they were like a big draw anyway. No diss, no tea, no shade to anybody. But like
I feel like it ebbs and flows as storylines progress. Who's relevant and who's not at any given time.
But I feel like we started watching like pretty, in the middle of the pandemic. So, we didn't see their whole time at the Thunderdome. Yeah. But I feel like a lot of what kept like Monday Night Raw afloat was John Morrison and The Miz doing their shtick. So I feel bad that they would release someone who was like there for the pandemic and like this very, very uncertain time for the WWE and
had such a full-fledged, they're running around, full-fledged like, and not in a negative way, but like a gimmick. Like you knew what Johnny Dripper was all about, and he had that cool ass drip. And again, like you said, he was super impressive, super acrobatic in the ring, which are some of my favorite wrestlers to watch, like Bianca, Montez Ford, frickin' Ricochet, zooming around.
So I hope they bring him back at some point. If not, I hope he finds something quick because he's a really excellent wrestler.
Good talent to pick up.
And we barely got to fucking see Hit Row do anything. I like the one match we saw them do, but
yeah, that was the other thing with Hit Row. They made such a big deal about them coming to SmackDown to not utilize them and then release them.
Yeah, they had one bit with Sami Zayn, and that's it.
Thanks. That's what I'm super worried about with Xia Li. They're hyping her up so much. If she shows up for like a day and then gets released, I'm going to be so upset.
Right.
Because she looks fucking cool. That little comic book backstory that they did for her yesterday was amazing.
That was really cool.
And I'm excited for her. And again, we need more Asian people in general, but Asian women in big wrestling matches like that.
I agree.
Has there ever been an Asian woman? I guess there have only been like not that many women at all to headline like WrestleMania, so probably not an Asian woman. So that would be a cool thing to, in the near future, check off the WWE checklist of firsts. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyway, do you want to talk about the Rock rumors now, or do you want to do that at the end?
No, let's talk about it now.
All right,
and then we can get into the
because
it might come back up a couple times.
It'll come back up. The first thing we talk about.
So last week we weren't even streaming about wrestling.
No,
but last week when we did a stream, so as we all know, The Rock is like having one of the biggest years of his career right now. He had Jungle Cruise come out. We're finally getting more movement on Black Adam, and Red Notice just came out with Red Notice so Jungle Cruise was like the #1 movie in the world when it came out. Red Notice was the top Netflix release of all time, biggest opening day release for Netflix of all time. And it's the 25th anniversary of The Rock's debut in WWE, starting with Survivor Series, when he debuted as Rocky Maivia. So I had said, it feels like, because all the wrestling programming has been sponsored by Red Notice for like the entire month. And today there's a match that is sponsored. It says specifically sponsored by Red Notice as a part of the match title. So the fact that they like on Instagram and social media, they've done like these Rock 25 like photo shoots and like, you know,
Yeah, they've been
commentary bits
using that Rock 25 thing for months.
They released the best of edition for The Rock on Peacock. So like all this to say, to me, this is before I heard anything. I was like, it feels like they're hyping a sort of comeback for The Rock in WWE. I was like, I don't know. He like retired and he like had his last big match and everything. So I was like, I don't know that he would. But then, that was like a kind of instinct, like a feeling.
Mm-hmm.
The tribal chief,
not your tribal chief,
your tribal
head
chief,
of the table,
recently was interviewed on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, and Mr. Jimmy brought up that there have been rumors that The Rock was indeed going to show up at Survivor Series.
And Roman, very straight face, was like, I haven't heard of that. Bullshit, Roman. We all know you know.
And then Jimmy asked him, a lot of people would like to see you fight. Would you ever want to fight The Rock? And he said, I would fight him. I don't think The Rock wants any of this. So, like, here's the thing. I know Roman Reigns. Like, I know it's a character he's playing. And in this interview, it was kind of funny because he's, like, teetering back and forth between being, like, himself, his actual self, and his character, Roman Reigns. But also, if we're using this as canon, if we're using this episode of Jimmy Fallon as canon, I don't know. I feel like why bring it up on a primetime late night talk show?
If it wasn't something that they didn't want people to at least theorize about, it would have been something that would have been on the list of things you absolutely cannot ask about.
Right.
Because that's like, you can give a blacklist of things that you're not going to talk about on any interview.
Right.
If it was really something they're like, we don't want people speculating about it, we don't want people talking about it, we don't want people to bring it up because it's not happening.
Right.
Just they wouldn't be allowed to ask about it. So the fact that they asked about it, and like you said, the way it was delivered seemed ripe for clipping and adding to a little WWE montage where they're talking shit. I don't know. It just all feels like perhaps our father, The Rock, will at least make an appearance. Is he gonna fight? Are we setting up some 2-month-long thing? I don't know, because like you said, he's older now, he's retired. I don't know if he'd want to put his body through that again.
And
not that he can't.
Yeah,
he could
absolutely. He's probably in better shape now than he was 25 years ago.
Yeah, he's fucking massive, truly a boulder. But I just don't know if that's something he is interested in doing anymore. But I think at the very least he will make an appearance tonight. Sorry, tomorrow. Today's Saturday.
Yeah, I also think he's going to make an appearance. I would love... If you thought the pop for Becky Lynch and Brock Lesnar were crazy...
Yeah, it's going to be insane.
It would be nuts. And because it's his 25th anniversary specifically. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know that they would set up a future match for him. That would be fucking cool. I would love to see him and Roman Reigns at like WrestleMania or something. That would be awesome. And maybe that's why they're fucking releasing so many people. They just need that money to pay The Rock for one more match.
Fucking maybe.
But I can definitely see him making an appearance and maybe like hitting a rock bottom or two on a few people.
Yeah. I don't know if we're going to get a full match from The Rock.
Like, could you imagine if he comes in and rock bottoms the Usos or something when they're trying to help fucking Roman cheat?
That would be fucking cool.
And maybe that's how they set up that beef?
Yeah.
Because I can see The Rock, dipping out for a few months.
He rock bottoms Paul Heyman.
He's done it before. He rock bottomed him to a table.
Ah, well. He deserved it.
So that would be cool. But yeah, I fully think he's gonna make an appearance.
I would love to hear what you guys have to think in the comments, in the chat, whatever. If you're watching this after and you've come to gloat, either because you were correct or incorrect, either because we were correct or incorrect, none of that, please. None of that. We are living blissfully in the past. Hi.
What's up?
Welcome.
Welcome back.
Yeah, we're talking about wrestling, obviously.
I don't know how they say hello.
Hola.
Hola.
How do you say hello in Portuguese?
Buongiorno.
That's not quite the right.
But yes, hello. Welcome.
Oli. Is that right?
I think it's just
Oi?
oi.
I thought that was an L. I'm
Aussie,
sorry.
Aussie, Aussie.
Oi,
Oi, oi,
oi, oi.
oi. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Oi, oi, oi.
oi.
You have a lot in common with the Australians. And the Brits. British people say oi.
Yeah.
Jewish people?
They
Oy
do.
vey.
Latin people? Oh, yeah.
Eh,
Okay. Oh.
similar.
Anyway, we're just talking some wrestling.
Yeah, so speaking of The Rock maybe coming back tomorrow during Survivor Series, it was announced yesterday on SmackDown. It was freaking, we used it a little bit different. That's fair enough. I figured we didn't get that quite right. Sonya Deville announced that in honor of specifically The Rock, they are going to do a 25-man dual brand battle royal. Not royale, royal. So I'm just going to run through the list. Again, these are people from SmackDown and Raw, and they're all competing in the battle royal.
Right.
This is the match that is sponsored by Red Notice, obviously. We have Ricochet, T-Bar, Mansoor, Cesaro, Montez Ford, Angelo Dawkins, Eric, Ivar, R-Truth, which I'm excited about, Drew Gulak, never seen him wrestle, AJ Styles, Omos, Sami Zayn, Humberto Carrillo, Angel Garza, should be Angel, but it's not.
Yeah.
Apollo Crews, Commander Aziz, Otis, Chad Gable, Shelton Benjamin, Cedric Alexander, Dolph Ziggler, Robert Roode, Jinder Mahal, and Shanky.
Slim Shanky.
Slim Shanky. So we have actually a lot of tag teams thrown in there.
Yeah.
But I think I've never seen anything like that before.
Yeah, and this is a nice precursor to Royal Rumble. 20. It took me a second to realize 25 man for 25 years. Okay,
Yeah.
I get it. But yeah, I don't. I would be annoyed if Sami Zayn won, but it'd be kind of funny.
I think, yeah, only because he got removed from the proper Survivor
Right.
Series teams. That's the only reason why I wouldn't be too upset.
Right. But it's exciting to know or to see, like, Commander Z's, Shanky, and fucking Otis.
Yeah.
Not Otis, well, him too. But I was gonna say
Omos.
Omos.
All together.
Yeah, because that's like their whole thing is just being fucking massive.
Being big boys.
Yeah, being real tall boys.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting. I don't know who's going to win. You've got a lot of big names on here, and you have a lot of names that are kind of newer to SmackDown.
Yeah.
Namely, like T-Bar, Los Lotharios, both of them.
Yeah.
And then we haven't seen very much of Shelton Benjamin or Cedric Alexander recently. Usually they're just doing Bobby Lashley's dirty work.
Right. I'm excited that they're in this though.
Thank you for following, Ryan.
Oh, I didn't see.
Cool. It just popped up on my screen. Sorry, the pre-review text kind of covered the
Did it just say? It said Ryan.
Ryan the Husky.
Ryan who?
The Husky.
Ryan the Husky. Well, thank you, Ryan. Oh yeah, I see it. It
Yeah.
just popped up on here now.
Yeah, so I don't know who's gonna win that one, and quite frankly, I'm not too worried about it. I'm not gonna be upset.
Right.
Depending on who wins.
I would like for like maybe Cesaro
Because we love Cesaro.
or Mansoor.
Yeah.
Or even any of the Street Profits, really.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
have
if
a lot
there's-
of people on this list that I like very much.
Yeah, if there's any real justice in the world, R-Truth will win.
We have a feeling that R-Truth is going to get to the ring and realize he didn't realize what he signed up for. Or, like, eliminates himself.
Wait, is fucking Reggie still the 24/7?
Yeah.
I have a feeling, wouldn't this be some shit, if during this battle royal, the fucking
24/7
Reggie
guys.
just runs through like the ring and R-Truth just eliminates himself to go win that
It's
championship.
very possible that will happen. We've had that 24/7 match interrupt many other matches before, so it could happen. I don't know.
Right.
But yeah, I was interested because R-Truth is the only one from that 24/7 like group that was included,
Right.
and also the only one that I don't think I've seen wrestle
Like straight up.
like straight up.
Huh.
But I know he's funny, so I want to see him do something funny. I appreciate R-Truth. He's been on the grind for quite some time.
He's been there for years.
Yeah, don't release R-Truth, please, for the love of God.
They kept him this long. I don't think they're getting.
How long has John Morrison been there?
Yeah, but no, I think R-Truth's been there longer. I think R-Truth's been there.
Well, yeah, no, I don't doubt it, but
yeah, like 20-something years.
Yeah,
he's been there
forever.
the
'80s. R-Truth has been there longer than I've been alive, probably.
But yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Oh my God. Hold on. Sorry. This is the match.
Oh.
This is the first one. Okay, if you're new here, I regularly forget to put the graphics up on the screen.
You need to start making like sticky notes.
I need like
for yourself.
a sticky note or something. Well, usually One True Villain reminds me.
Oh, right. Also, thank you for letting us know that the pronunciation was fine.
We'll remember for next time you show up.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a small delay between when we see the comments and when
you write
type
them.
Yeah.
And what we say and yeah, all that junk. Anyway, so moving on.
Yes.
Well, again, these aren't in any particular order. I don't know the 100% order. Again, I don't know what match is going to happen during the kickoff show. I never know because they either release it at the last minute or they don't tell anybody at all. Anyway,
we had a theory as to who was going to be up there. I feel like someone just had a match. Oh, I think we thought it was going to be Boogs and
oh yeah, Boogs and shit.
But no, because they're both in the 25-man battle royal.
Yeah, Angel and
the Los Lotarios. Yeah.
I don't know. Boogs isn't anyone, honestly. Boogs just playing one song on his guitar. That'll be a great kickoff for me.
Honestly, yeah, he does. He does like a 2-song set.
Just a little mini set.
Yeah.
Okay. So next on the list is the Team Raw versus Team SmackDown 5v5 traditional Survivor Series elimination match. Again, something I've never seen before. Gonna be very interesting. So let's talk about the women's match first.
Yes.
So on Team Raw, we have Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, Carmella, and Queen Zelina. And then for Team SmackDown, we have Sasha Banks, Shotzi, Shayna Baszler, Natalya, and Toni Storm. Toni Storm was just added to the team Thursday or something like that, or Friday.
Before SmackDown.
Yeah. So, I don't. I think it's a good pool for both teams. I don't know. There's just something about the combination of Sasha Banks, Shotzi, and Shayna Baszler that seems deadly. But also there's some inner team turmoil. But honestly, on both teams.
Yeah.
Because
big time.
Isn't there some shit going on with Liv Morgan and Carmella?
Well, there's some shit going on with Liv Morgan and everyone.
And everyone else, honestly, yeah.
No, but there's specifically Carmella and Queen Zelina had some shit going on with Rhea Ripley and Nikki ASH.
Nikki ASH, you're correct. Yeah. So, and then on the other side, we just had a match with Shotzi and
Sasha Banks
last night on SmackDown.
A lot of shit talking.
Technically, Sasha Banks did shake her hand at the end of that match. Yeah. Technically, what happens after, irrelevant.
And she
but
just walked off
she walked off and she said goodbye, and then that one bitch, I always forget her name. I always want to say Daria because that's her real name. What's her ring name?
Sonya Deville.
Sonya Deville. Sorry. Sonya Deville's, I don't know, something's up. I know we're getting eventually like a full comeback and she's going to be an actual competitor again. But in the meantime, man, she is pushing my fucking buttons. But anyway, so I don't know which team will implode, basically, is what I'm saying.
Right.
It's not a matter of who's going to win. It's going to be who implodes first. And I don't know. Yeah. Last year, I believe Raw did a clean sweep for the women's. Or was it the men's?
It was the men's.
It was the men's. But I think, didn't Raw win both?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
So this year, SmackDown is probably going to be out for blood. I mean, that's why we got so many, so-and-so is announced to the team. Just kidding.
Right.
We're going to swap them out last minute. Poor Dominic Mysterio.
Ooh.
Sorry. They really played you.
Both of them. Both my Mysterios.
Both the Mysterios.
Mysterio Bros.
Got absolutely played. Anyway, so do you have any ideas on who's going to win? Which team will be victorious? Do you have any predictions on the last person standing?
I think the last person standing is going to either be Liv Morgan or Toni Storm. Only because those are the two runners-up for their respective titles. So Liv Morgan...
That is what they've been setting up.
Yeah. So I think that would be a good way to build momentum for either.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm actually very impressed with Raw's team. Raw's got a pretty stacked team.
Yeah.
Especially just having Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley.
That's a good duo. Duo.
And I'm still like, I know they're setting up Bianca and Doudrop, which to me doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Me neither.
But whatever. I really want to see a Bianca and Rhea kind of rivalry happen, just because I think they are pretty equally matched.
Yeah.
At least in terms of strength. I think Bianca is a little more agile.
Agreed.
But I would still that just seems like an awesome. And every time that one time they did that that like fatal 4-way, fatal 5-way, whatever. The entire crowd went crazy when those two were in the ring together. So I'm like, why isn't this what we're setting up? Like, I love Doudrop. Don't get me wrong.
Yes.
I don't know that she works well as a heel though. Like, I guess we haven't really seen it.
She's so sweet looking. Her name is literally Doudrop.
Her theme music's fun.
Yeah.
Her whole little
Yeah.
Like everything's been fun about her so far. I don't know that I like her as a heel.
Yeah. And when you're going against Bianca Belair, you're the heel.
Yeah, because
Bianca Belair is so
she's
beloved.
like one of the best baby faces, which is like, for those, if you're watching this, you probably already know. But for those who may not know, it's like a wrestling term for a face.
Yeah, good guy.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. So I don't know.
But anyway, I digress. Anyway. I also like the women's the SmackDown women's team, but it just seems like they've got a lot of shit to work through.
Yeah, and also Shayna Baszler, honestly, girl. I don't know. That's very bright. Take it down a notch.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh.
One more. Better. Anyway, yeah, so jury's out on that one. I think it's going to be a great fight regardless.
Yeah.
It's not that I hate everyone on the team, so I don't care who wins. I think a lot of them are evenly matched, and I would be happy with them winning. So
yeah,
either one I'm cool with.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the men's 5v5 match.
Yes.
So we have... girl, did you just put a space?
Yeah, because it was like... yes.
Thought you deleted something.
No.
All right, so Team Raw for the men. Seth Rollins, Finn Balor. Did you put Kevin Owens?
No.
I must have done that. Kevin Owens, Rey Mysterio, and Bobby Lashley. Team SmackDown. Drew McIntyre, King Xavier Woods, Jeff Hardy, Happy Corbin with Madcap Moss there for some reason, and Sheamus, newly added as of SmackDown last night. Sheamus is on the team.
See, for the same reason, I think SmackDown's got this one, only because on Team Raw, they've got some turmoil happening.
True.
Kevin Owens against everyone, both Finn Balor and Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
But also Rey Mysterio and Bobby Lashley.
Yeah. But also, I mean, if you don't put in the relationships, Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, Rey Mysterio, Bobby Lashley,
that's
that
a kick-ass
is
team.
stacked.
I agree. But last Survivor Series, when we just rewatched it, Seth Rollins fully just eliminated himself.
That was true. He was doing some weird Messiah.
So, like, I'm not putting
stuff.
any of these guys. And Kevin Owens is he's fucking insane now. So, like,
Kevin, I don't know what he's up to.
Yeah, he's going. Yeah. Anyway, but SmackDown's also got a stacked team.
True.
Drew McIntyre. I admittedly always forget how technically good the New Day guys are.
Yeah.
King Woods is good in the ring. He's always pretty. I'm always impressed at how good he is in the ring. Jeff Hardy is the man. We know this. Happy Corbin, I hate him, but he's also good in the ring.
Happy Corbin is surprisingly
Yeah.
very good.
But
he's just so goddamn annoying.
And then you got Sheamus, who's good. So, like, I don't know. You're right. I think this could go either way.
Yeah.
I think,
I don't know. I feel like the Raw team's just, I don't know. There's something about it that I like.
Well, they got Bobby Lashley.
They got Bobby Lashley. That's power. You got Finn Balor and Rey Mysterio. That's agility. I fletched your question. Do you know if there have ever been a good Brazilian wrestler? I'm sure there has been. Sure there has been. I looked up really quickly some Brazilian wrestlers, and I don't recognize any of the names, but you have to know that I have been watching wrestling for 6 months, so I'm not gonna know.
And a lot of these folks might actually wrestle
in other
countries.
Companies. Oh,
and other promotions. So there actually is a BWF, the Brazilian Wrestling Federation.
Oh, that's cool. There's one wrestler called Eeny Meeny Mista, and I think that's a cool name. So there's that. I just don't know any of these people off the top of my head.
A lot of these folks seem to have Brazilian training, though, which is pretty cool.
That makes sense.
Some big names: The Undertaker, Becky Lynch, Shane McMahon, Brock Lesnar.
When you say Brazilian training, do you mean they're trained by Brazilian trainers, or it's a specific style that is Brazilian?
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Okay, that's what I figured, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah. So yeah, there's quite a few people who at least incorporate it into their fighting styles. But anyway,
there have to be more that we just don't know of. You could be one. You join the WWE, and then we'll know a good Brazilian wrestler. There are probably people on the roster right now that we just don't know that they're Brazilian.
Yeah, I mean, I'm right there with you. I would love to see more Brazilian people in wrestling in general, but also just like more in the spotlight.
Yeah.
Because I think over in the States, and I can't speak for like every single person, but I definitely know in a lot of media, Brazil is like known for a lot of people know Brazil for like a place to get plastic surgery.
Sure. I think that's any like South American country.
But I mean, we watched this really cool show called Street Food.
Yeah.
And they did this whole episode on Brazil, and I learned a hell of a whole lot.
Yeah.
How rich the culture is there. So yeah, I would love to see more of that.
Fletchino. I assume that's like.
Is that you? I fletched.
Yeah, that's I fletched his ring name. I didn't think he was gonna say plastic surgery either, but
I'm just saying like in the broadest sense.
Yeah, that's your name.
Fletchino.
A lot of people are just ignorant about a lot of stuff, including us about how many Brazilian wrestlers are in the WWE. I don't know. That'd be a good thing. He's taking a phone call. He's taking a phone call in the middle of my stream. Who's he talking to, do you think?
Sorry.
Is that work related?
Sorry.
Okay.
It was work related,
Okay.
but that's why. But it can wait. It was just I got asked to read for something, so
Ooh.
yeah. So a little exciting, but anyway.
Very cool. Okay.
Sorry.
So that's the men's 5v5 roster, and again, either way, I mean, both teams are pretty stacked, so
yeah,
it's gonna be a good match either way.
I find that we are people who don't necessarily have like, unless there's like someone we really just don't like. I think we're really just there for a good match.
Fun. Yeah, it's kind of like football. Like, I don't really have a very specific team. I root for the Cowboys and the Bucks whenever they play. But if you put on football, I'm going to have a good time.
Right.
Just watching football. I don't care.
Yeah. I mean, you're more like that with sports than I am. I mean, I can even put on a basketball game and eventually you catch onto it. You caught onto it quicker than I did when I started watching it. I think you just like sports.
Yeah, it's just sports. It's just
But
the
anyway.
love of the game, ain't it, folks?
Amen, brother.
Amen, brother. All right. So next, let's do the United States champion Damian Priest versus Intercontinental champion Shinsuke Nakamura. Very excited for this one, mostly for Boogs there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so again, all of these belt versus belt matches aren't for either belt.
Yeah, they're not.
Just for
They're not
hee
title
hee ha ha
matches.
fun. That being said, I don't know who's gonna win this one.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for this match. We haven't really seen a whole lot of Damian Priest in the last couple of weeks, but
Yeah.
when we did, he has like this whole new like thing going on where
Yeah.
it's like he's still super nice when he comes out, but when you finally piss him off, he like goes insane.
Yeah, he's got a new shtick.
Yeah, and
And Shinsuke's just there.
he's there for a good
Having
time.
a rave.
Yeah. I mean, he's got one of the best entrances of all
Yeah.
time. Like
Yeah.
just having Rick Boogs there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. But I like both of these wrestlers quite a bit, so
Me too.
I think it will be a good match.
And I don't think we've ever seen them together.
No, I don't think so.
think so.
Who do I think will win?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think Damian Priest will take this one.
I think Damian Priest might take it too.
I really want Shinsuke to win.
I don't think I'd be upset if Shinsuke didn't win.
Yeah, no.
But Damian Priest has recently, like you said, been like dominant. I don't know,
Right.
just like really aggressive.
Right.
And I guess Shinsuke kind of is, but I don't know. I think Damian Priest will win.
Yeah, agreed.
But I mean, if Shinsuke is going to lose in any match, I'd rather it be one like this where he doesn't
Yeah.
lose anything out of it except
Right.
his pride. But I don't know, because will Damian Priest bring anyone out because Rick Boogs is there? Probably not. Who the fuck would he bring out? Bad Bunny? No. So
That'd be cool.
So I don't know. Maybe Rick Boogs will get involved somehow, distract him with a sick lick. I don't know.
With a tasty riff.
Yeah. So
But yeah, I think Damian Priest.
I think Damian
he's gonna
Priest
take this one.
is going to take that one. But I think Rick Boogs is going to be my favorite part of the match.
He's gonna be my favorite part of the night. So like,
Of my entire week.
much like Pat McAfee.
Oh
or,
my God, Pat McAfee loves Rick Boogs.
Yeah, I love the signs that people brought last night
The
at
Boogs
SmackDown.
signs, yeah.
Boogs.
Those are good.
Awesome.
Okay, so next let's talk about the Raw Tag Team Champions, RK Bro, versus SmackDown Tag Team Champions, The Usos.
Yes.
We the ones. Sure aside, I do prefer RK Bro, and I do want them to win.
Yeah, I think RK Bro will probably win. Unless, I don't know, it seems like Jimmy and Jay will lose on like a normal night, but I don't think we've seen them lose at a pay-per-view in quite some time.
Not that I can remember.
But again, because it's not for the title, I can see them I can see them possibly losing this one as well. Yeah, but I think RK Bro is gonna take this one.
I agree, and I like them so much.
But I'm excited to see these two. I feel like they have very different styles.
Yeah,
So-
very different vibes
Yeah.
going on. I liked when in SmackDown last night, Jimmy and Jay said, we hear voices in our heads too. They tell us we the ones. That was pretty good.
Those, when they actually get to speak, they're actually pretty funny.
I think they're getting more like time to talk and have like individualized
Yeah.
storylines outside of just being there when
Right.
Roman Reigns is there, which I like and I support that for them. So yeah, but again, that being said, I want RK Bro to win.
Sorry.
We're both very sleepy. I went sailing this
I woke
morning.
up. I taught a class this morning.
He taught a class. I went yard sailing.
Just busy.
I found a Dooney and Burke wallet for $6. It's crazy.
Damn.
It was great. I don't think that lady knew that she gave me such a deal. Anyway, next we have one of the two big matches of the night. We have the SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair versus the Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch.
Big time Bex.
Big time Bex. Becky Two
Biceps.
Belts. Becky Biceps. The man, Rebecca.
Rebecca.
The Irish lass kicker.
Yeah, that's pretty good too.
That's so good.
And you have the Queen,
And then
Charlotte.
the Queen.
One title, and that's all she needs.
That's all she needs. She's the queen.
I'm super excited for this match.
Very excited for this match too. I think this match is a long time coming. Just the two of them.
And I mean, I maintain everything we said about Becky Lynch's controversial return. And I mean, I maintain and I still agree with all that stuff we said. I will say though, Becky Lynch is so damn charismatic. It's hard not to like her.
Yes, I'm feeling the same way you did because I hate the way that she came back. I hate what they did to Bianca Belair just to get her out of the way for Becky to come back. But again, I think they handled everything afterwards a little bit better in setting up, honestly, like a very likable heel in Becky Lynch. And she's so fucking funny.
Oh my God.
Her on commentary is fantastic.
She's so funny on commentary. It's almost distracting because I'm just listening to what she has to say.
Yeah.
Because she normally just goes out there and talks about herself.
Yeah.
I have a feeling she was a lot more, and maybe she says this in an interview somewhere. I have to look it up. But I have a feeling she was very influenced by The Rock.
It does also give me that.
Yeah, I mean, even her move, the manhandle slammer, whatever she does, it's like a different version of a rock bottom. Even sometimes the way she comes out dressed, or like, you know, wears her sunglasses. I don't know. It gives me very Rock vibes.
Very Attitude Era vibes.
Yeah. So, which I appreciate, and she's great on the mic, and she's very fucking funny.
She can cut a promo like no other.
Yeah. And very similarly, but she's also, I think she's impressive in the ring when we do get to see it. But I feel like that's so few and far between. A lot of the champs are that way, though.
Yeah.
Charlotte Flair is so, like, she also cuts a promo really, really well. And she's someone you hate to love and love to hate.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I thoroughly enjoy whenever Charlotte is doing anything, quite honestly. And yeah, just the shit they've been talking to each other the last few weeks has been so fucking good. And she's also has this like intensity in the ring, and she always she's like, I think every time I watch her is when I get the feeling like, man, like this is like just a new version of like a gladiator fight. You know, you just roaring the crowd up and so she's very, very entertaining.
I agree.
That said, I don't know who's taking this one.
I don't know who's going to win. Part of me thinks that Becky Lynch is going to win.
Yeah. I would love to see Becky win.
Me too. I think that's who I want to win, and I also think that's who might win.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it going to be under legitimate circumstances? Is she going to pull off another thing? What are those things called? The corner of the ring?
The post?
They like cover the connecting part. It's like a pad that covers the
turnbuckle?
The turnbuckle. Yeah, I don't know. She's gonna fuck with that again to make her opponent. I don't know. I don't know how legitimate the win is gonna be, but I do think Becky Lynch will take this one.
Yeah. I don't know their history of matches, so I don't know if like
who's won more.
Yeah.
There's a little echo on John. It's not bad, so if it's a lot of effort to fix, don't worry. Thank you for letting us know.
Can you turn down your gain just a smidge?
Yeah. Okay.
Let us know if that's
let us know if that's
any better.
But
anyway, I think Becky Lynch will also take the cake on this one. I would like her to. But Charlotte, I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
Especially when you have two big stars who like don't normally lose on their respective show. It's hard. It's really hard to say at that point like who will win.
Yeah. That being the case, do you think there's going to be anything shady that happens during this match to force a disqualification? Is there a disqualification?
I don't know.
In these matches?
If there is, I can see maybe Charlotte doing some shit. I feel like she's done some shit like that before.
Yeah, she has. disqualified herself purposefully.
But yeah, I'm super excited to see this. I hope it's a good match.
Yeah.
I'm sure it will be.
It'll be a good match regardless. But yes, very excited for that. All right. And lastly,
Bobby Lashley,
we have the WWE Champion Big E versus the WWE Universal Champion, head of the table,
your tribal
chief, the one and only Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns.
Yeah. We got little Paul Heyman in the corner. Paul's
Yeah.
going to help. I don't know how, but he's going to be there for moral support like he always is.
Right. The wise man.
The wise man in the corner. I'm very excited for this match.
Yeah. This is going to be a good match. I love Big E.
Yeah.
Like, especially since he's won the title.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's always funny. Like even when before he won Money in the Bank, and like he's always been funny. But ever since he won the title, it's like he also has this kind of like energy about him that's like, even though he's like a funny character, you take this motherfucker seriously.
Yeah.
And
because he's massive.
Yeah, but he's very good in the ring.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm super excited for this. And it'll be interesting. I think, let me get this out of the way now. I think Roman Reigns is going to win.
I agree.
I think Roman Reigns is going to win only because, like, it just kind of adds to the legend of Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
And when he eventually does lose, I think it'll be when he loses his title.
I agree.
So that'll be interesting. But I think this is going to be an awesome match.
Yeah.
Just seeing them together at SmackDown last night was crazy.
Yeah. They're two very big men who are big in different ways.
Right.
So, but they're not, I wouldn't call either of them like agile or quick. Big E is quick for his size.
Yeah. I don't know, he'd be jumping over people.
He do be jumping over people, but I don't know. So seeing their styles together is going to be interesting because I haven't seen them, just the two of them, fight yet. I don't think. And not for like an extended, like full pay-per-view length match.
I feel like they've done a tag team or something in the recent months. I don't know. I feel like they've done
maybe a New Day
I don't think
versus
one-on-one, but I feel like they've had some sort of match.
It's possible, and I'm just not thinking of it.
You know what's fucked up?
Huh.
I looked it up last night. Roman Reigns was born in 85.
Okay.
He is less than 10 years older than me.
Yeah.
And he like looks the way he does. He's massive.
I mean,
maybe I just
a lot of that is also genetics.
I haven't hit my growth spurt.
You know what, John? Maybe you haven't hit your growth spurt. He hit it at 30, so you'll hit it then.
But he's 36, and I was like, I'm not far off from 30. So like, but yeah,
don't
you're
go
right,
comparing yourself to Roman Reigns. There's no one can do that successfully.
Man, that's fucked up.
I'm sorry.
You could have lied to me.
Look at him.
Look
at
me?
him. Look at him. Look at him.
Man, I hate you. Just don't salute him.
I pledge allegiance. Hold on. Oh,
Jesus Christ.
my whole light fell.
Oh no.
Wait.
Oh, all because she wanted to pledge allegiance to Roman Reigns.
I pledge allegiance to this man. Okay, that's gonna be the thumbnail. That was fucking funny. Oh.
But anyways, sorry, I went. Oh God, girl, get your life together.
Okay, everything's fine now.
You good?
Yes.
All right.
Sorry.
But yeah, I'm super excited for this match. How crazy would it be if Big E won though?
It's the one time where it wouldn't matter for
Right.
his title. I don't know. It could be.
Yeah.
It could be cool to be like, I beat you.
I don't know, but the way the reason why I think Roman Reigns will win is also the reason why I think The Rock may make a comeback, and there is a slight possibility that maybe we'll see one last match from The Rock, because over the last year, look at all the people Roman has beat. He's beaten like the best currently, but he also beat John Cena and Brock Lesnar, two like icons in WWE. But there's one man he hasn't beat
yet.
He hasn't beat yet.
I don't know. I also have thought about that because they're hyping Roman up to be unbeatable.
Right.
And if all of these people can't beat him, who can? And I think The Rock would be a good answer to that. I feel like there aren't a lot of people where I would be satisfied if Roman Reigns lost to them. Just because, like, look at all the people he's beat before, and you're trying to tell me that he lost to so-and-so. The Rock is one of those people where I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
Now, that's like a dream scenario. Like, I don't think The Rock would, if The Rock came back for a match, I don't think he would beat Roman Reigns. But I think that would be just an awesome moment. I think now, once Survivor Series kind of settles, I think we're going to see a more fleshed out Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre.
I would also love that.
Yeah. And I think if there's anyone on the SmackDown roster that can win the title, I think it's Drew McIntyre.
I agree.
But yeah, so that's kind of my thought. But I think at least, if nothing else, The Rock is going. I think Roman Reigns is going to win this match.
Yes.
I think The Rock is going to show up on Survivor Series in some capacity.
I agree, even if it's just like a video.
Yeah, but man, I'm just hoping it would be so cool to see him come out and see the audience's reaction.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I agree. And we'll know tomorrow afternoon, night.
Yeah, so we're gonna get some chicken wings, and we're gonna watch some wrestling.
Mm-hmm. You know what I was thinking of doing?
What?
Live tweeting.
Mr. Tweety. I'll have to sign into my the Perez periodical. I usually tweet, but if you want to live tweet it.
That's just something I was kicking around. So if you guys are into it, let us know if you care. Because I also don't know who actually like watches live.
Yeah, I'm always conflicted. If it's like a big moment, then like maybe, or like I'll try and tweet something at the end of the night.
Yeah.
The only thing I just feel bad about is like people who can't watch the pay-per-views or don't have like Peacock or something.
Yeah, but then at the same time, if
WWE posts all of their shit anyway
as it's happening.
Yeah.
Maybe one of these days I will actually watch an event.
Yeah,
they're fun.
I say sign up. I don't know if they have it over there, but if they do, see if you can sign up for a free week of Peacock Premium. I mean, the regular Peacock is free, but you get the WWE Network with Peacock Premium. Although I think WWE Network still is available in other countries.
It is separately.
But if it's on Peacock, then I would say maybe sign up for that free week.
Yeah, try to get a free trial and line it up with a pay-per-view.
Yeah. And this one's tomorrow night.
And then again, order chicken wings or a vegan alternative if you are vegan, because that makes half the night. Just because it's the only time we eat chicken wings is during pay-per-view night, or if I'm craving them, usually just during pay-per-view night. So it makes it like nice because it's chicken wing day.
Or I mean, just try and catch a live show like on Monday Night Raw or Friday Night SmackDown. Those are free.
Yeah.
So.
And those are fun too. I mean, it doesn't have to be a pay-per-view to be a fully enjoyable night of events.
Yeah, because we talk. I mean, you see, we talk about wrestling from time to time.
Yeah.
Not on pay-per-view. So.
Yeah. But yeah, that's everything I had for Survivor Series tomorrow night.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a good show.
Yes, I agree. It starts at 8 p.m. Eastern. The kickoff starts at 7 p.m. Eastern for anyone who is interested in Survivor Series.
Right.
And again, it's on either Peacock Premium or the WWE Network, whichever one you have in your country.
Yeah. And if you kind of tuned into this a little bit late, don't worry. We will put it on our YouTube channel right there, Perez Periodico. It'll also be on the Perez Periodico podcast network on Spotify. so that way you can listen to it before and catch up on our predictions and our hopes and dreams.
Our hopes and dreams for everything, not just wrestling.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah.
Yeah, we also have past episodes up on our YouTube channel and on Spotify. Also, little plug for myself.
Yeah.
I recently started playing through episode stories again. So we picked our story last week on the stream. So if you want to watch that should be on our Twitch, honestly, if you want to watch the full hour-long ordeal, or if you want to watch an 18-minute version where I cut out all of the bullshit, visit our YouTube channel because it's already up.
Yeah, and you can watch our last Shallow Dip stream right here on Twitch. It's the entire stream. I'm still working on the edited YouTube version. That'll just be a little more pared down and kind of to the point.
Yeah.
So you can check that out here on Twitch or subscribe to the YouTube channel and check that out when it officially drops, which should be some time in the next week. I started a new job this week, one of my fucking 10,000. So I haven't been able to dedicate as much time to editing that down. But hopefully, now that I'm kind of getting settled in, and we're going into Thanksgiving break, excuse me.
Oh. Wow.
Now that we're getting into Thanksgiving break, I might actually have some time to finish it before we're stuffing our face with some turkey.
Oh.
Some turducken.
Just turkey.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's everything we have for you guys today. Thank you for joining us, and have a good fight night tomorrow. Fight night.
Stay blessed, not stressed.
Stay stressed, never blessed. I'm so
Fletchino,
sorry.
thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Did I say your name right?
I fletched. Fletchino.
Fletchino. Have a good one, my friend.
Have a good one.
We'll see you next time.
Peace. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Also, feel free to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Twitch. See you next time.